In our last video, we did to turn and fist under elbow. The next movement in the Yang style long form is step back like a monkey. This is often translated as step back and repulse monkey. We have translated it as step back like a monkey. It's a little more playful, a little more light, as opposed to something being more aggressive. So you can say it however you like, step back and repulse monkey, step back like a monkey, but you still want to be light and kind of playful in this exercise. So what we do from the risen position here, remember we turned around, rise, like so. The first part is just to sink. This left hand was up at an angle, we're going to turn it over. Right hand was a fist, we're just going to open it up and sink. So from here, I sink, rise, remember, turn your foot out, you're in a risen position. Then we just pause for a second and sink. Okay? Foot of the left foot is still toe up on this position here. We're sinking on the right leg from here to here. Now the next part is the actual movement. From here, we're going to have our hands come back, and then we're going to rise, we're going to step back toe first, and sink and turn. And then rise and push. Okay, so let's get at a better angle so you can see this. So from here, hands come down, rise, hands come back. As I rise, I'm going to draw up my foot, my hands come back. And as my hands come forward, I'm going to step back and push. So what's going on with the left hand, first of all? So from here, left arm comes up. It's almost like a ward-off. And then it is a ward-off right here. And then it's going to turn over. Okay, so once again, watching the left hand, sinks here, draw it up. It's going to be a ward-off. And comes across and sink. The right hand is going to be like a reverse brush knee. It's this kind of thing, but we're doing it stepping backwards. So from here, my right hand, sink, hand comes out, hands open, and then it's going to come forward into a push position. Now if we look at the feet, my toes up, I sink, my toes still up. I rise, draw my left foot up. I'm going to step back toe first. And as I shift my weight back, I'm going to turn my waist. I empty this leg. It means I'm just letting it go, relaxing. And as I turn my hips, my foot's going to turn straight ahead. Okay, so from here, sink, rise, step back, sink. And push and sink. So final position, hands are like this. This is a playfulness, light, playful, but connected. When your hands are here, rise, there's a turn. You can feel that connection between your arms and your waist, coming back and sink. Very light. When we push forward, but we don't sink forward. We're pushing, we're rising, and then we sink again. Then we're going to repeat the same movement on the opposite side. So from here, rise, draw my foot back, right arm forms a ward-off, step back, sink, and push. So we're going to be doing this 3 times. Once again, when we start, we're in this position. The first part, we don't count. It's just getting ready to do that. Then this is the first one. So this is number 1, push, rise, step back, sink, push, sink again, repeat, sink, push. So 1, 2, 3, but if you want to practice, you can do as many as you want. It doesn't matter. You can do 3, 5, 7, 8, any even or odd numbers, it doesn't matter. And it's good to just practice, just keep going. It's 1, In class, oftentimes we will do this over and over again. We don't stop with 3 because it's good to practice both sides. Not all the Tai Chi movements are done on both sides, but this one is, so it's good to work both sides of your mind. Going back to the feet, the other thing is when we step, this is not a stance where we're shoulder width apart. Something I like to emphasize in our normal stance. But this one we're stepping straight back, so if I pull my foot back, I do hit the heel. It's okay in this position because we're working on a line. The idea is that somebody, like say Repulse monkey, or someone is attacking you or trying to push you from here. And so you are just moving back. And this is good coordination so you don't trip on your own feet. Learning how to step back in a controlled way. The other thing too, and this is something I've seen in other Yang style classes, is that when they do this, they look back and then come forward and push, and then looking back and come forward. You may have seen this also. I don't agree with this. Number one is that if someone is coming at you, the last thing you want to do is to look back, because that just leaves an opening for them to attack you, right? So if somebody is coming from the front, like the name implies, you should keep your eyes forward and step back using your feet, sensing where your feet are going to step. So be very careful, be very aware, step back and sink and push. Okay, so step back like a monkey starts once again from fist under elbow, sink, and then 3 times. Okay, so we're going to go over this together. You can follow me. I'm just going to think about which direction I need to start on. Okay, a little pause there. Let's try this way. Step back, turn the waist, turn the right foot, turn the left heel, and then sink. Arm comes around, rise, step out. Fist under elbow, sink, rise, step back. This is number 1. And push with the whole body, not just your arms, sink. Everything's coordinated together. Rise, step back, push. And last one, rise, step back, and push. Final position, like so. So the other thing too is because we're traveling a lot, if you're in a room that's a very small space, modify your steps. Once again, Tai Chi is, we have a set form, we learn the principles, learning how to shift weight, learning how to move, but it can all be modified in the end. You have some structure, and then after you understand the principles, then you can move how you need to or how you want to. So you can keep the form and you can do it very small, like so. If you don't have, you're running out of space, that's okay. So use as much space. If you have a lot of space, that's good. Small space, fine, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that wraps up our video. Once again, if you like it, press like. If you're interested in Tai Chi lessons, check our website, readingtaiji.com, for lessons either in class or on Zoom.